How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 11 Bow Hunter. My name's Tyler, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the SmallRig Selection CH10 fluid tripod head. So the reason I'm going to do a video on this is because this is my old tripod head, and it's made by Bogan, Italian-made company, or an Italian company, so this is an Italian-made head. This thing weighs like 2 or 3 pounds. That may not seem like a lot, but when you're humping through miles of timber and whatnot, ounces equals pounds, pounds equals pain. Any of the military guys know that. And on top of that thing, I'm humping back the bigger muddy tree arm, or camera tree arm, right? So I'm gonna go as light as possible with my gear, and I really can't go lighter with this because it's got all the adjustments that I need. Yeah, and I'm gonna be doing a video on that here soon. I've owned that thing about 4 years now, so I can give you guys an in-depth review. I've had that thing on hundreds of hunts. Probably not hundreds, but it feels like hundreds of hunts. I've had that thing in the tree with me. I filmed a lot with it. I've used this thing quite a bit. I actually left this thing out in this past year. I left it out for a majority of the winter, all spring and all summer, and I finally went out because my stand's behind my house, and this thing stayed up for about 3/4 of the year through a bunch of different weather conditions, and it's interesting to see how this thing actually is after all of that, just leaving it in the tree. But let's get into this guy. So let me move my camera here. Lock it into place. Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of an unboxing here. So I'm not sponsored by this company at all. I ordered this and paid for it myself from Amazon. It's $49.99 for this head, which isn't bad for a camera head. So in the box you get the head, instructions, and cardboard. Yeah, so there isn't much to this thing, but it's packed full of stuff that's actually pretty damn useful. So the instructions here. Let's see, quick release plate, platform, pitching knob, base, spirit level, 1/4x20 screw, platform locking knob, grip, base locking knob, and then just a bunch of stuff about it. But we're actually going to look at the head itself. Oops. So here's the tripod head. Let me pop the other one off here so you guys can see the difference. There we go. This thing is so bulky. So you can clearly see the difference between these two. This one, I believe, weighs 10 ounces. I can look at it right here. Okay, so this weighs 279 grams, which 9.8 ounces. So this thing weighs less than 10 ounces compared to 2 pounds or 3 pounds. This thing is gigantic. And so that's one reason why I went with this. Super small package. And very lightweight, especially for when you're humping, you know, miles back. Especially if you get one of the tripods for this and you're hunting out west, this will be amazing because, you know, you're saving weight. So let's look at some of the features of this thing. So it's all aluminum. It's got some steel in it as well, and I thought this was cool too. We'll start at the bottom, kind of work our way up and go through all the features of it. This has an adapter in here, right? So you just take it, twist it out, this has a 1/4x20 adapter. So this is for the larger tripod heads, or for the mounts, such as the one on the muddy arm, which is what this one is as well. So I could actually use this on the tripod that this originally went to. So now this should just screw right on. But it's also a 1/4x20, which is standard for all camera accessories. So on the bottom of the camera I'm using now, it's a 1/4x20. Most tripods, like your plates, like this plate here, should be 1/4x20. So you have quite a bit of flexibility with what you can attach this head to with the adapter. So the adapter, right? Then you've got your locking base. Hopefully I'm super low profile. It's a quick, simple turn, super fluid. I'm honestly surprised by this. And then from there we come up. You got your tilt, which is super fluid as well, which I really like, because when filming deer hunting, you need to be fluid with your movements. Can't be all jerky and twitchy all over the place. And it feels like it's pretty secure when you lock it into place. I'm gonna have to put it on the head and like face my camera down at a 45 and see if it creeps when you lock it. Then move up to the handle. So this handle can actually be moved from a right-hand orientation or a left-handed orientation by taking out these 2 screws. The cool thing is, this actually comes with its own Allen wrench. So the Allen wrench sits right in here. That's held in by a magnet, if it'll focus. All you do is go to the front of it, push the Allen head, or push the Allen key in, and it pops out. And you can take it, pop your handle off, and flip it around. You flip it around, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Which is nice, because some cameras like DSLRs, the battery compartment or something that's a block, so you can flip it around so it doesn't block it. There's just a lot of customization, I guess, with this head. And then the plate, I know this can take different plates as well. I really don't have other tripod heads or anything, because I really don't shoot with like point shoot cameras or like DSLRs. I film with the big camera, and then I use a lot of GoPros. So this plate just kind of pops off. It's got 2 screws that act as stops. And to put it in, you just pop the one side in, tighten this down, tighten that knob down, and she's rock solid. Now most heads that you will see on like the cheaper tripods or some of the older versions, you've got this big old plate that you drop in, push down, and it locks it into place. I think I like this a little bit better. It feels more secure to me than this. It's just a lot of extra moving parts. Because I've actually had this here seize up on me. I had to sit there and beat it to get it to go down, so I could actually get that plate in. And also, underneath your plate, you've got a level. So when you throw it on here, or onto any of your tripods, because I'm going to be using it to self-film deer hunts and just other hunting scenarios. So we'll just tighten it down. Let me move the camera a little bit closer. So if you bring this thing up, you can level it out. You're good to go. And if you're wondering on how to put these things on and take them off of your tripod, all you have to do is lock it down as far as it can go and just untwist it like a normal screw. When you put it on, you keep that tight and just twist till it tightens. Then you can unlock it and use it. That was really fluid. camera back. I do not like this tripod I'm using. It's one of the cheaper ones that just kind of flops all over the place. Hi, cat. Wanna go? Here's the food bowl. Cat was hanging out in here with me. But off the initial reaction of this head, I think it's worth it. But only time will tell, honestly. So this is my initial. So off my initial thoughts, would I recommend it? Yes. Just for the weight aspect and how fluid this thing actually is. And it's simple. Super simple, super small, lightweight, packable, especially for like wilderness photographers or wilderness videographers. This would be an amazing head. But we're gonna put it through the ringer. I'm gonna put it through the harshest conditions this thing will possibly go through, from freezing rain, snow, super hot, sitting 2 feet in a marsh, hunting ducks. I'm gonna put this thing through the ringer. And at the end of the season, I'm gonna come back and make another video to tell you exactly how I feel about this thing. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them. I pay for this for my own money, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about this thing. And just from the initial view of this thing, I think it's worth it. Especially only being 50 bucks. I know for if you're a hunter, 50 bucks isn't anything, especially when it comes to hunting gear. Hell, it costs more for 100 rounds of duck ammo. I think it's like 60 something bucks. So if you guys have any questions about this thing, or if you guys have some tests in mind that I can put this through, let me know down in the comments. Truly appreciate it. And then I'll take your guys' suggestions and see if I can break this thing. Especially to see if this is actually the this is worth it for hunters or not. Because that's all I really care about, is how good this thing performs. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to 11 Bow Hunter. We have got some good videos and good hunts planned for this year. I know I really didn't put any hunting footage last year. I might make a video titled like every deer I saw in the 2022 season. I had ample opportunity to shoot bucks, but they were all like 1.5 year old bucks. I really don't want to shoot them. A lot of them, like 3 or 4 in particular, had some really good genetics that I really don't want to snuff out. They're maybe 1.5 year old deer. But if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews. Going to be doing a review on the Muddy Arm. I've got the D-Cut arrow cutter. This is my archery shop. Going to do a review on the Trophy Red sights. I've got like I've got a blackout bow from Bass Pro I'm going to review. I shoot a PSE. I know. But yeah, if you guys want to subscribe so you guys can keep up with all my videos and stuff, truly appreciate it. And as always, guys, hunt smart, hunt safe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.